So I wanted to discuss leaving hope, or leaving hope behind. Um, I just had the thought the other day, and whenever I think of hope in that context, or just like in a lot of contexts, I think of The Shawshank Redemption. Um, Particularly the movie because I'd seen that way more. I'd seen it so many times before I ever read the novella by Stephen King. And so I remember the movie much better than I remember the exact words of the novella. But um, I guess to preface this, there's a moment there, and I mean, this movie is like one of my top 10 favorite movies. It's an important movie to me. And there's a moment where Red is talking to Andy, and he's saying hope is a dangerous thing. Hope can drive a man insane. And I think he's alluding to some other things that have happened in the story arc, specifically. But also, it's true. I had a line that I wrote a long time ago in high school that was, false hope is a cruel seed planted by demons. And I still really like that line. I haven't used it for anything ever, other than just, that's it, just by itself. Um, but that's the thing. Like, hope is such a, or can be, such a force that false hope, like purposeful false hope fed by somebody, is a horrible thing. Um, because, yeah, it's just, I wish I had another synonym for hope right now, but I can't think of one. And that's the thing, is that hoping in the wrong thing, or hoping without realistic expectations, or having hope and then, and reality maybe crashing down on that and not fulfilling whatever you were hoping for, that can lead to some pretty brutal times. And thus why Red says that. Like, hope is a dangerous thing, and I agree. I think it is a dangerous thing. But later on, I mean, Andy writes him a letter and says that hope is the best of things, and a good thing never really dies. And he's telling him like to hold on to hope, and I completely understand, obviously, with context too, that like sometimes that's all you have, that's all you can have, and if you don't hold on to that, then you've got nothing else keeping you around, or keeping you positive, or keeping you sane. So it's like this thing, depending on again, context, and depending on who you are as a person and what's happening in your life and whatever else, that's a tool that you absolutely need to utilize. And other times, well, I still agree with Red. It's dangerous. It can, not be a good thing. And that leads into the really short conversation I wanted to have about leaving hope behind, because I feel like for years and years and years and years, this is just another way of me articulating something that I've thought of for a long time, which is that I call it, I want to start my life, which I feel like I am like 10 years behind on. And what I mean by that is having some stability, like, being in a stable career that I want, having like a partnership that is stable and committed and good. I've been in situations where I thought I was in, these stable, good, committed partnerships, but there are other things, like, still my career has still been like lagging behind and not there, and not where I want it to be. So that translates to leaving hope behind as this thing of like, I would like to, like, I don't want to hope for this anymore, or hope for that anymore, or I'm just exhausted. I feel very done with it. I mean, it's just a way of communicating that I don't want to hope. I want to live. I want to live that reality. I don't want to hope for that reality. I want to be in that situation that I was hoping for. And I don't want to have to hope for these big things anymore. And part of me can't. Part of me is still clinging on to like the career part, whereas, the stable, committed, wonderful, perfect partner part, right now, I'm not holding on to that hope. I just can't anymore. I had been holding on to it so strongly, for the past year that I just, with events and realities being the way they are right now, I just can't anymore. I don't know. I don't know what that means yet. I don't know what that means to not be able to hope for that anymore. But I can't. So, and I don't want to when it comes to other things. I just want to be in that situation. I want to not have a reason to need to use that tool of hope. I want to leave it behind so that I am in those situations I was hoping for. And hope by itself is just like, I mean, we're gonna branch out into other stuff here. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I mean, it's not you can't just sit around and hope and that's it, right? You have to actually work. There's some element of maybe there's an element of luck. I don't know if I believe in that or not, or if I just believe in hard work and that's it. I really don't know. Making your own luck, that's a whole other topic. But I know that right now, hope is frustrating me, and I don't know what to do about it. We'll see you another time.